vegetables, and then on the third floor where we had, what did we have?
We had veal ossobuco,
Veal ossobuco.
Asiago chicken, which is a classic of Dennis Shaken.
The Asiago chicken, which is stuffed with red and yellow roasted peppers, Asiago cheese, and covered with a pesto cream sauce. We had a pork roast covered with sun-dried tomato pesto, and it just kept going. We had the hubcaps playing on the second floor for entertainment. We had an ice bar with a luge for martinis. And then on the first floor where we had a miraculous dessert display with chocolate fountains and melted chocolate flowing and all the dippables you could possibly want.
Tell you what, let's take another look at all that. Wasn't exactly your diner meat and potatoes meal, was it?
No, we wanted to show what we can do.
I have a general question for the public. You said there's a lot of different chefs that help. You have your executive chef, sous chef. What exactly, break down what each chef does, because I watch Top Chef, I try to figure it out. So tell me what each chef is responsible for.
All right, well, you start off with the executive chef, who's responsible for a lot of the general running of things, all the paperwork, all the making sure the menus and everything is cohesive.
Total organization.
And then you have your executive sous chef, which is your executive chef's assistant, helping him take care of all that stuff.
Okay.
You have your banquet chef, who would handle all the banquets. You have your chef de cuisine, which would handle your restaurant outlets, which we have two, Tugs and 80s Restaurant. Then we also have a cafe and a deli. The deli, which is open now, cafe opening in the Grand in the next month and a half. And I have a chef de cuisine that runs those two. But for the opening, it was all hands on board.
Well, who determines the quality and the actual recipes, quality, etc.?
That's where I come in.
That's what I thought.
You might say the executive chef is the guide, and where we are, we try to run it more as a cohesive. I have a lot of experience in these gentlemen, and they all have opinions, they all have suggestions, and it's more of a group effort.
You're in charge of all of this, including Tug's Restaurant.
Yes.
It's amazing. You say you have the Grand, you have 2 restaurants, a cafe.
And
What
a
else?
deli. And a deli.
Wow. Oh, I was speaking of the Grand. That was a Mason's building, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was the main Masons meeting facility for Maryland. Built in 1866. President Andrew Jackson was there to lay the cornerstone of the building. He was a Mason himself, and the building has gone through. It's been in operation all this time. It was sold to the owners in, I believe it was 92 or 96.
Yeah, 96.
And the owner, Chris Smith, has been working on bringing it back to its grandeur since then. And we, as you know, just had our grand opening with it.
Well, it seems to me that the grandeur is there. Let's take another look at the Masonic influence on this.
I guess on behalf of the Masons will be the standing Grand Master, Mr. Ron Valenti. Good afternoon, all. What an amazing day it is for 20,000 Masons who call Maryland home. What an amazing day it is for 2 of my past Grand Masters who stand here to my right, whose office was in this building. When we divested ourselves of this property some 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I dare say that not one of us ever had the idea that we would be able to see our Grand Lodge as we remembered it. Oh, sure, it was a sodden mistake. And we certainly thought that the interior would be gone and gone forever. Little did we know, the Smith family would walk into this building and understand and appreciate the architecture that was found within it. Masonry is about the pursuit of excellence, holy love, belief, and truth. When you go into this building, you will see an example of the pursuit of excellence that will boggle your mind. For us, or members of this family often have taken the tour that we have taken recently. Is a step back in time to 140 years ago when this building was first constructed. It's a step back in time when masonry 220 years ago started over on the Eastern Shore and eventually moved here to downtown Baltimore. We are so pleased to be a part of this ceremony today and opening for my Grand Lodge of Maryland owes so much to the Smith family and the Shrine, preserving not just our heritage as Masons, but for preserving the history of the city of Baltimore. We're so pleased to be here. We thank you. And we wish for all of you to get his richest blessings and all your endeavors in this building. As I said, mixed emotions. We are certainly proud and pleased to be with you here this afternoon. Thank you so much.
the grandeur is absolutely preserved. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You said you were so busy you didn't even see the masons out front, right?
No, we were flowing from every floor, and setting every last item on the table, every last ice sculpture.
Obviously, folks, we're live.
We're on USS Constellation, and we're getting some horn sounds, which happens all the time down here, so don't be alarmed. But we'll get back to our interview.
What time did you get up that morning, or did you even go to bed the night before?
We did go to bed the night before. All the chefs were there about 4:30 in the morning, and our service time was we needed to be ready at 4 o'clock. That's when the doors were going to open, and from 4:30 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon was all
Preparation.
A lot of dicing and peeling, etc. How many chefs, sous chefs, and aides and helpers, or whatever you call them, in the kitchen did you have working that day?
I'll give Will that one. He was.
We had about 30 that day.
That's all?
Yeah, and it was that hard too because we could have used about 15 more hands.
I was going to say, for 1,500 people, 30, ooh, that's 50 people per person.
Yeah, planned, and we had way more. We had, it was counted at one time. Our F&B director, Al Craig, went around to each floor and did a head count about 6:15, I believe, and he counted about 1,300 people in the building at one time.
Wow.
So it was a lot more than we expected.
Did you keep up with them?
Yes, we did. We went, and I started at one time on the 5th floor, and then Dennis was following behind me, and we were going from opposite directions, going from top to bottom, seeing each other in the center, and then just doing it all over again. Just looking at everything, making sure everything was perfect.
Any response to you guys from the people that were eating there?
We absolutely. The people were incredible. I was probably stopped 100 times.
Oh, that's got to be great.
It is. It's a great feeling when that happens.
In that vein, we have a little treat for you guys. We'll see it right now.
I guess along with the refurbishment and restoration of the building, the other thing that's really important to us and what's really come with the project is the team that we've assembled. Our culinary staff, headed by Chef Dennis Shaken, is just a phenomenal culinarian. He's got a staff beneath him that can put together an event that's as elaborate as you'll ever see here in Baltimore. The food quality is impeccable. And also our staff, when it comes to running the rooms division, food and beverage division, the facilities, sales and marketing, we have the best of the best in Baltimore. And with that team assembled, we can do anything that people need done in that facility. So we're really quite proud of what we've done assembling that. Tremont's have always been the home to the film industry here in Baltimore. Being one of the first all-suite products, we used to have most of the movie crews and or stars staying with us. The Tremont Grand has also played a part in the